Shalom.
Shalom.
It's Brother Montezal.
Brother Tazayar.
Before we open up, we're going to give all praise and glory and honor to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakrash.
Double honors to our apostles and our elders of Great Millstone that do rule well. And peace and salutations to all you brothers out here. Teaching this truth and truth of sincerity. Yeah, we're just going to flow in the spirit mainly. But we do have the topic, basically, you got to have faith in this thing. Keep the faith, because that's what is going to, guide us, until the time, to the coming of our Lord, man. You got to hold on to faith. When you basically focus, and in your life, in this walk, you put everything on the Lord. The Lord, He got you, man. You don't have to worry about anything. Anything, whatever you may be going through your struggles, dealing with your job on a daily, or you're in your relationship with your wife, or for the sisters that got husbands, dealing with your children, anything, man. The Lord, He has it, man. Just give it to the Lord, man. Put your trust in Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Because no matter what you're going through, you got to understand, man, everything is ordained by the Lord. Everything is. The thing is to find out why you may be going through it, so you can overcome whatever that obstacle is, But without further ado, let's get into the scriptures.
This is Matthew 6, verse 19, and it reads, "Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light."
So yeah, basically, if you're focused, and walking in His Word, walking in the Spirit, hey, you're gonna have the light, because that light, which is this Word, is gonna guide you. It's gonna guide you, in your walk. That's why Yahweh Shai, He told us to do what, man, and it goes up when you in fact, in the Lord's Prayer, He said, let me see if I can find that verse real quick. I think it's
Verse 9.
Verse 9. Matter of fact, I'll just read the whole thing real quick. This is why He told us to pray in this matter. This is Matthew 6, verse 9. "In this matter, therefore, pray ye, Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven."
And that's what we're doing, man.
Mm-hmm.
We're toiling and working towards the things that's not yet seen, but the things that is yet to come, which is the kingdom of heaven. So what we're storing up right now is the works for salvation. Like the apostles say, man, we're storing up in that spiritual bank account. We want the Lord to see us and be like, you gave a good fight in the faith, and to reward us for our actions according to righteousness, instead of us being destroyed with the wicked because we got ill gain, trying to gain things on this side and doing things in a wicked accord and being destroyed by that, man.
That's right.
For a temporary kingdom.
That's right, man. That's right. That's why he said, wherever your mind would be, that's also where your treasure be. You know what I'm saying? Like the brother going into, if your treasure is in, the kingdom, hey, you're going to be doing the things that are the kingdom of heaven. You're going to have a kingdom mindset.
You're going to be mindful.
That's right.
Of what you're doing that can offend the Lord.
That's right.
Even though his kingdom isn't here right now.
But it is.
Come
It is, man. You know, the kingdom is even through us. You know, and how the way we operate, the standards. You know what I'm saying, that we hold in. And that standard is the Lord's standard.
That's right.
You know, and that's what we gotta behold, that's what we supposed to behold, is the standards of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, law, statutes, and commandments, man.
That's right.
You know, we supposed to be what? An example, you know what I'm saying, to Israel, ultimately. You know, whether they bear or forbear, you know, regardless whether they notice it or not. You know, but the one thing is, the elect will notice. The elect will notice us, you know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you know, even through words and action. That's why he said to love, not only by word, but what? In deed, also as well, you know.
That's right.
He's verse 11, Salakia. Matthew's 6 and 11. He said, give us this day our daily bread. What is that daily bread, man? That daily bread is what? This wisdom and knowledge out of the word.
Come on.
You know, these holy scriptures.
That's right.
This is not, you know, bread is not literally the only thing we live by.
Come, man, shall not live off bread alone.
Man should not live by bread alone,
But by every word
that proceeded out of the mouth of Yahweh.
Come.
That's how we live, man. That's what's gonna, you know, govern our lives with the Most High and His will.
That's right.
He said, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors.
And see, and that's important because we are debtors.
That's right.
So in order for our debts to be forgiven, we have to forgive those that put that debt against us. So even your Akim and your brothers, and even people in the world, I mean to say, you got to forgive them and keep it moving, man.
That's right.
You know, can't charge them the interest of the sin that they done upon you. The Lord will do that for you, man.
And if I may land back on what you're saying, brother, one thing you can keep in mind too, to help you to be forgiving towards your brothers, to be mindful. Hey, look, man, we all fall short of the Most High's glory, man. All of us slip and make mistakes. We've all been there. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have patience, man. You know, being considerate, like the brother just said a little while ago, being mindful. You know, that's how you love your neighbors. You will love your own self.
If I may.
Go ahead, brother.
And being merciful is part of storing up in your spiritual bank account. Because as the Lord said in the book of the 5th chapter, He said, him who giveth mercy shall obtain mercy.
That's right.
So that's an attribute that's a part of your spiritual bank account. Because when you see Yahweh Shai, you're going to want him to have that mercy on you, man.
That same mercy. Yep. Man, that's beautiful. Verse 13, he said, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen.
And where do temptations start?
Mm-hmm.
It starts in your heart. That's why Yahweh Shai was saying, being single-eyed, man. Because you want your heart to be focused on serving him.
Mm-hmm.
The temptations are the things that's to try to stray you away from the path. And that's the thing, man. So, hey, matter of fact, if I may, this is Sirach, chapter 2. Was Ecclesiasticus.
And while you're looking for that,
we got it.
Real quick, because when he said, lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil, how the way you think that's going to be done is you gotta be focused, and you gotta have the spirit. You gotta put on the spirit and walk in the spirit, man, which is that light. That's why you gotta be. That's what going back into where it says. But I was trying to make the point at when in verse was that 20 down in 22 that the light of the body it's like the light of the body is the eye, and if therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. That focus. And that was the point, man. That's why it's important for us to pray. Because look at where we at. We in hell. We in Babylon the Great. And we're surrounded by all types of wickedness, man. All types of distractions. This place is polluted. That's why Micah 2:10, it told us, arise, for this is not our rest.
That's right.
For this place is surely polluted, and it shall destroy you with a sword destruction. That's why you gotta, keep that focus, you know. And you got it, brother. I just wanted to make that point real quick.
Man, that's the spirit. Because anything focusing on things in this world will get you destroyed, man.
That's it.
And continually reading.
Yep.
This is Sirach 2:1. It says, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation." Why? Because there's gonna be things that's gonna try to deter you away from the path of the Lord, man. So you're gonna have to have a focus. You're gonna have to try to flee from evil, man. Hey, the Lord said He gives you an out.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? With certain transgressions is presented before you, Yahweh Bashemir Shai presents you an out from your temptation. You know what I'm saying? It's just you have to be, like the elder was going to, you have to be focused and mindful of that opportunity when it comes. So you can flee from that wicked desire, man. And it's easier said than done. You know, that's an exercise in the spirit, man.
It is, because sometimes you can miss the opportunity, you know what I'm saying, in air, but that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because the airs sometimes are good. They are very good sometimes, because what it's going to do is help you to focus on the next time that opportunity comes, so you can overcome.
That's right.
So you can have the victory. You know.
That's right.
Everything before our learning, man. Even our own mistakes. You know.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 3, and this is the point, you know, of being focused. Cleave unto Him, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. So, man, when you're going through the obstacles in the beginning, of course, they're hard, they're rigorous. You know, it's like, man, you feel like you're weak. You know, it's the same as working out. When you first start off working out, you're weak. You know, but as you become accustomed to the pain of working out, and you do it on a regular basis, your eye being focused on being stronger, all right, you're gonna get stronger.
Discipline.
God, that's right. And when by the end, you're gonna be built up because you toiled for that, man. It's the same thing in the spirit. You're toiling to stay in the spirit, because it's easy to lose sight of serving Yahweh Shemi Shai in a world that promotes distraction.
That's the point I was trying to make, yeah. Because that's what this world is, man. This world is full of all types of distractions, man. That's why I said we wrestle not against flesh and blood, you know what I'm saying, but by the principalities and high places and how I go? I forget exactly how I go. Let me get that real quick, because I'm butchering it up. This is I think it's in Ephesians 6:12. Real quick, it says, "For we wrestle not against," it's like, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places."
That's right.
So yeah, man, we wrestling against in those principalities, you know what I'm saying, that's ruling. The rulers of darkness, they're the ones who put those distractions before us, you know, through the social media, you know, television, music, you know, even through these half-naked women walking around us that have husbands.
That's right.
They're stumbling blocks into us, you know. That's why we can't let them be a stumbling block. We got to be focused, you know what I'm saying, and have the mindset to know, hey, this woman probably has a husband or a man somewhere, because in this world, you know, they'll say, well, I'm single even though they got a man, you know.
As the brother Murphy said, it depends on who asks.
Yep.
Rather than not if they single or if they got a husband.
Oh yeah, they lie.
Yeah, they will.
They lie.
And even with your own woman, man.
Yep.
Because your own woman can be a distraction. That's why Yahweh Shai was saying that.
Yep.
You know, which prompted us to do this lesson together, because we were just speaking about Yahweh Shai, and the elder was going into how, like, you know, the Lord was, you know, saying about losing your life for Him.
Let me get it.
You know what I'm saying? So Yahweh Shai was like, hey,
okay,
if you wanna come to serve me, you gotta forsake all.
that's right.
And but see, for a carnal minded person, they would say, "Oh man, but I got much riches on this side. Whether you got a beautiful woman, whether you got children, whether you got a profession where you're getting good money, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it'll be hard for a person like that to let that go. But if you have a spiritual mind, you understand this don't belong to me on this side, no ways.
That's right.
And on top of all of that, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua promised us for a greater kingdom to come. You know, because even like say for instance, you have a quote unquote beautiful woman on this side, because beauty is, you know, in the eye of the beholder. Hey, she could be a demon. She could be causing you all type of grief, all type of hurt. You know, making you disgruntled. Can't trust her, because why? She a part of this world, and this world is telling her that she has options, and that she can leave you at any time. So you can't even hold claim to that. Then if you have children, you can't even hold claim to your children because the government can take your children away from you. The state can come and say, hey, we got their birth certificate. You're not applying to the rules that we have here in this government. So we're going to take your children away from them. Now your children is gone. Them not your children. Or your job can say, hey, we don't need you anymore. Now your profession that you have, you just lost that. That can, all of these things can happen to you on this side, man. And that's why we started off with that Matthew 6, because don't lay your treasures up on this side, man. Because the treasures on this side, it flee in the wind. It blows in the wind. You can't hold on to this side of riches, man.
That's right. That's right, brother.
That's why not lose it for the Lord? Because guess what? If you lose it for the Lord, you're going to receive an eternal reward.
If I may.
You got it, Elder.
Matthew 10:38. Okay. And he that taketh not his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it. And he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. So basically, man, it's best to just go ahead and lose your life for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You know, give your life for the Lord. That's what that means. That's right. It means to give your life up. Like how the Lord laid down his life, you have to be willing to lay down your life for the Lord, for this ministry. And with that, man, it comes a lot with it. You know, that's why we went into having the faith. We was talking about having faith, and like, you know, you might be going through certain things, you know, in this life, man. You know, like you know, your girl might be acting a certain kind of way or whatever. You know, you might feel like, you know, she might be doing something behind your back or whatever. You can't put your worries in that. You know, your mind has to be focused and serving Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua at the end of the day. Have faith, man. Have faith in the Lord. She might not be, you know. Or she might be, and if she is, guess what? The Lord gonna reveal it and remove her. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's why we can't focus too hard on those things, man. That's right. Because if you focus too much on that, you know what I'm saying, you still holding on to this life. You're focused on this world still, man, and the things of it. You know, the scriptures say, love not the world, neither the things of it. You know what I'm saying? The things of it can be a huge distraction unto you, man. It can be your downfall. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be focused in Yahweh Shai so that you can, you know what I'm saying, overcome. Because that's the main thing that you want to do is overcome this world so you can, you know, ultimately get the prize. That's you know? You want to endure to the end. Because some, like what did the scriptures say? Some men go out their wits' ends over a woman, because why the emotions, man, can cloud your judgment. Not saying you not to love your woman or something wrong with loving your woman or your children or whatever. It's nothing wrong with that, man. You're supposed to love your woman and children. My point is this: ultimately, everything that goes on is ordained by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? Put your faith in the Lord, because the Lord knows what He's doing, man. You know,
and here's the caveat, as the Lord said, man, a man that shall find this life shall lose it.
Yep.
So guess what, man? Hey, you might just make it to get some good money right before the implementation of the MOTB, and also before the collapse of the dollar, and now you did all of that, and you just lost it all. You did all these things to obtain it, and now you ain't got it no more. Now, not only is you finna lose it on that end, but you finna lose it because Yahweh Shai is coming.
That's right.
And now you got to answer to Yahweh Shai based off of the shit you was doing. So now you just lost twice. You a 3-time loser. Especially if you was born in America, aka the Great Babylon, as a so-called Black, Latino, or Native American Indian. You was born into poverty without shit. You ended up getting it by ill means, or bad talents or whatever, and it started to plague you having it. Then you lost it, and then you lost it. You lost that because you was born messed up. Then you got it and you lost it, and now the Lord finna destroy you. You finna go through the straits anyways. You might as well go through the straits for righteousness, man.
No, you good, brother. Yeah, God. Yes, sir.
You're gonna lose it anyway. And guess what? When all this shit hit the fan, man, ain't no telling the people that's around you who's gonna stick around you. Hey, when that shit hit the fan, man, your woman might not be there anyways. Your children might not be there anyways. But it's not to say that they won't be there all the way. If you're a man of the Lord, by Yahweh Shai, yeah, he's gonna make sure that the men of the Lord, some men of the Lord might keep their families, man.
That's right.
And then some may not. Yep. It's just being, ready for whatever mindset that comes with serving the Lord, so you could be prepared for these things, man.
That's how you know, man, this is a real fight. It's a battle over the flesh. And it's not easy, man. It really isn't, man. That's why you need the Lord, man, on a day-to-day basis. This flesh is truly weak, man, like the Lord said, but the spirit is willing, man. The spirit is willing. That's why we need more of it. You know what I'm saying? We need more of the Holy Spirit, man. This is Luke 13:24. He says, strive to enter in at the straight gate, for many, I say unto you, will seek to enter in and shall not be able. Why? Because that flesh is a hindrance. That flesh is in your way, blocking you, for entering into the straight gate. That's why he said you got to be willing to lose your own life. So you got to have the mindset, that you going all in. You got to go all in, man. You got to be willing to drop that baggage off, so that you can even go through the straight gate, because the straight gate is very narrow. If you can get there real quick, Baba Kushan, I think it's 2nd Ezra, chapter 7. It's very narrow. It's a very difficult place to go through. Hold on, let me grab that too. 2nd Ezra. Chapter 7.
We start at 7.
You got verse 7?
Yeah, I can start at 7 for you. It's kind of going straight to it.
Khan, go ahead.
2nd Ezra, chapter 7, verse 7. The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall. Like as if there were a fire on the right hand, and on the left a deep water.
They say the entrance is very narrow. So you can't go in, holding baggage. That's why the Lord compared it into the camel going through an eye hole of a needle, because camels have baggage on both sides, That's right. So he's not going to fit through this narrow entrance. He compared that. He said a rich man. It's harder for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven. It's like a camel going through the eye hole of a needle,
because he got many riches.
He got many riches.
That camel entering into that needle is too many bags on that camel.
That's right. Yep.
The camel got to drop all that weight.
That's right. You got to, and that's the same thing that we have to do. When you say lose your own life, you got to be willing to drop out, all of the things of this world. You have to drop it off, man, so you can go through that narrow entrance. That's right. Go ahead, you can finish, bro, reading that. And look what it says. And it is set in in a dangerous place to fall. Hey, that's how, man. This ain't easy. That's why the straight gate is difficulties. And you gotta walk with wisdom. You gotta be temperate, balanced. You know what I'm saying? So you don't fall off. You don't fall off to the fire side or fall off into that water. And it's funny how it's likened into the first death, you know what I'm saying, with the flood, and then the fire that's coming. You know, you don't want to you want to stay up on that you want to stay, you know, on that straight and narrow path. So you basically gotta have the spirit on and being circumspect, and being watchful and mindful and careful how the way you tread. Like that saying go, you gotta tread lightly. Go ahead, bro.
That's right. Verse 8. And one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once.
Yeah. So it's a narrow path, man. It's that narrow. You know, you have to, you really gotta maintain balance. You know, and that takes the Lord giving that to us, man. That balance, and then we gotta help each other in that balance. You know, you see your brother falling, man. Hey, grab him. Come on, brother. No, man. Shit, you almost lost your balance. You know, it's part of that brotherly love.
That's right.
To help each other get through it. You know.
And it's a great reward for. See, it goes more to a 2 Ezra 7 and 9. It says, if this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? So it's saying like, yeah, the things that you having to sacrifice, man, it's gonna be like, dang, it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be painful, man. It ain't gonna be just an easy thing for you to just do all the time, man. It's gonna be a difficult sacrifice at times, man, for you to walk through that path, man. But you're gonna receive the greater reward.
That's it.
You know, you're gonna receive the inheritance, man. And how Shai said that we will be joint heirs with him if we was to make it on the other side with him, man.
That's right.
So that's the goal. That's what you're looking at. You're like, damn. And it's going to be hurt. It's like, because you're still in the flesh, man. So it's going to hurt losing things that you love on this side, man. It's going to hurt lose the things that you was accustomed to on this side, man. But if you keep your eyes single and you stay focused, knowing that you're doing it for your Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you know that you have a greater reward to win, man.
You're going to get it all back in 100-fold and then some. You know, you're going to get it all back, man.
That's right.
And the Lord said you're going to get it back, man.
And as brothers, hey, we help each other stay in that race.
That's it.
Because we know, hey, if any man can lose something and act like he ain't lost nothing, like it ain't nothing, he a liar. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it might not feel something to based off how numb you may have gotten to it. But in other times it may not be. And that's why brothers is there to help pick you up, to keep you going, man.
That's right. It's more to this too, brother.
Verse 10. And I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion. Because of their sakes I made the world, and when Adam transgressed my statutes, then was decreed that now is done. Then were the entrances of this world made narrow, full of sorrow and travail. They are but few and evil, full of perils and very painful. So that's just life in a nutshell right there, man.
Yep.
You are already going through these things. You know? Verse 13. For the entrances of the elder world were wide and sure, and brought immortal fruit. Even then, they that live labor not to enter these straits and vain things. They can never receive those that are laid up for them.
Right, because they trying to get the wide right now. You know, they want their heaven now. They want their rest right now. That's why you got Jake talking about retirement plans and stuff like that. You know, they're not looking at, you know what I'm saying, the things of Yahweh Shem Yahushua and coming and then to the straight gate. That's why he said that many ain't gonna be able to find it. Because they too caught up. The world has got them bound, man. So, they ain't gonna be able to come through. They not gonna get that. Not until they come, the 2/3, not until they come back, through the loins of the elect. Go ahead, bro.
That's right. And it reads, verse 15. Now, therefore, why disquietest thou thyself, seeing thou art but a corruptible man, and why art thou moved, whereas thou art but mortal? Hold on.
You skipped
I'm gonna go down.
I think you skipped the verse. Hold on, wait.
It's down a little bit further.
But not enter these streets and bang things they cannot receive. Okay, yeah. You did.
We want to go down to 18. Get to the point.
Yeah, you can get to the point.
Second Ezra 7 and 18. Nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things and hope for wide.
Yeah, right. The righteous gonna suffer the straight things, man, and hope for wide. Why? Right? Because the righteous is gonna be doing what? Going through what? That furnace of affliction. That fire, side being purged. Being baptized with the fire and what? The Holy Spirit, man. And with that, comes through difficulties and putting that old man off, putting off the world, leaving the world behind, and moving forward in the spirit, man, keeping your focus on your Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And that's what you want to do, man. And that's not something that's easy. It's really hard to do that on a day-by-day basis. That's why you have to learn how to be disciplined in this thing.
That's right.
You have to learn discipline. And one thing is to learn how to have a routine. A spiritual routine in your life, on your daily life, man. Figure out what you need to do through the spirit, to maintain that discipline in the spirit, to get that focus in the spirit, man. That's what make it hard, because you're so used to living your life a certain kind of way, to the point where you be like scatterbrained, you all over the place, not knowing where to start at, where to begin, Sometimes you need to stop and be still, brothers. Stop and be still for a minute and look at where you at. Look at the mess you got. And get order to it. Pray and ask Yahweh Shem Yahushua to help you get order in your life, and then in a routine, so you can get things in order.
That's right.
Through the Spirit upon Yahweh Shem Yahushua, so you won't be left all over the place. I'm just speaking from experience, because that can happen. That's happened to me. You don't want to be scatterbrained. You want to be focused in this thing. You don't want to be all thinking about the things of this world, and then trying to maintain yourself in your walk in the truth, to the point where you bound by this world, and then you get lost, get swept away. Yahweh forbid that happen to any of us.
No, that's the vine. That was the seed that was caught up in the vine, man.
Yep.
The cares of the world strangled the word from him, and he became unfruitful, which means basically you became unprofitable.
That's right.
Because you stopped doing the work. This is finishing off verse 18. Nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things and hope for wide, for they that have done wickedly have suffered the straight things, and yet shall not see the wide.
Right. It's funny, because we all going through it anyway. Like you say in the book of what's that? 1 Peter chapter 4. Don't suffer. He say don't suffer
wrongfully.
No, he said don't suffer for being wicked, but suffer for righteousness' sake.
Okay.
You want to suffer for righteousness' sake, man? You might as well, because you're suffering anyway. You know what I'm saying? We're all suffering anyway. So why not suffer for righteousness' sake?
That's right.
In fact, let me grab that real quick, just to touch on it. 1 Peter chapter 4. I'll start at 12. This is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 12. He said, Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trials which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. But rejoice. Let me go back to that 12. Hey, don't think it's strange, man, that you catching hell. Because you're being tried. You know. And the Lord, he's a choosy lover. He's not just going to pick anybody. You know. Many are called, but only a few are chosen. You know. And you want to be part of the chosen. You know. So you got to keep that in mind. That you're being tried. You know. So you want to make the cut when your Yahushua come. So you got to have the right mind, like you say in Sirach, chapter 2. Prepare thyself, for temptation. So you got to be prepared, for this thing, man. He said, Salakia, verse 13. He says, but rejoice in so much as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. Because our Lord, he suffered too. And he even said it. Yahushua said it, man. He said the servant is not greater than the master. If they done these things to me, what you think they're going to do to us? We going to all suffer, man. We all got to go through it, man, to be purged, to be made, clean and holy, separated from this world, man. He said, but, it's like 14, if ye be reproached for the name of Hamashiach, happy are ye. So we being reproached, for the Lord's sake, hey, man, we should be happy. We should rejoice in it, because that means, hey, man, we're doing the right things, brothers. Because the world is not with the Lord. They don't like the spirit of truth. That's why he said what he said, that darkness cannot comprehend the light, because light has entered into the world. And he's saying that the dark comprehended it not. Roughly paraphrasing, he said, "Them that love dark wickedness." I forget how it go. Matter of fact, let me get it real quick, not to mangle it up real quick. This is John 3, and I'm gonna go to the point. John 3:18. It said, "He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he have not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of Yahweh. And this is the condemnation, the condemnation that light is come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil." And that's the point, man. These men, man, they love the darkness rather than the light, man. They love to be in their wicked deeds. They didn't love the light. They stayed back from the light, man. He says, but he that doeth truth cometh to the light, and his deeds may be made manifest, that they may be wrought in the Most High. So he comes to the light. A righteous man gonna run into that light, man. So he can do the work of the Lord and be made perfect. To see the errors. That's what a righteous man gonna do. The Lord gonna heal them that are sick, not the righteous. Let's go back to where I was at real quick, and then we can probably finish up. I don't know. We might. Let me see. 1 Peter chapter 4. We left off at verse 14. He said, "If ye be reproached for the name of Hamashiach, happy are ye, for the spirit of glory and Yahweh rested upon you, and their part he is evil spoken of, but on your part he is glorified." See, on our part, the Lord to be glorified, man. Because, hey, we doing what the Lord said. We doing, what I'm saying, and the Lord speaking through you, we operating in the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. He says, this is the point, but let none of you suffer as a murderer, or as a thief, or as an evildoer, or as a busybody in other man's matters. He says, so basically, don't suffer being wicked, man. And we all in the straight gate.
Already.
We all gonna be suffering, So don't be suffering being wicked, man, in wickedness. You know? He said, but let none of you suffer. Oh, it's like in verse 16. Yet if any man suffer as a Christian, let him not be ashamed, but let him glorify Yahweh on this behalf. He said, for the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh? That's it. And he said, hold on, and if the righteous, oh yeah, verse 18, and this is a good point too. He said, and if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? Wherefore, let them that suffer according to the will of Yahweh commit the keeping of their souls to him in well doing, as unto a faithful creator.
That's right.
So yeah, man, you want to suffer for righteousness' sake. Hold your integrity no matter what you're going through. Keep doing the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Keep the faith. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much going on, man. Right? Especially in the times that we living in. You know, hey, prophecies are being made manifest before our eyes. You know what I'm saying? This is the time where you can be tried even more so than ever. You're going to be tried more so than ever. Because the hour of temptation, you know, is coming. What's that one? Prepare. Okay.
It's around 2.
You read that one already.
And I can start off with this one.
Okay, go ahead, brother.
2nd Ezra 14 and 14. And it reads, in fact, I'm going to start up. Verse 13. Now therefore set thine house in order, and reprove thy people, comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption. Let go from thee mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of men, put off now the weak nature. And that's it, man. That's what we doing, man. Hey, we out here to comfort our people, you know, because the Lord is comforting us through his word, through his scriptures, man. You know, he is near to the brokenhearted and with contrite spirit. He's nearer to them. So when you know transgressing the law, you come into the Lord brokenhearted. So hey, you know, the Lord is building up men to be able to comfort you with his words.
That's right.
You know, and then too, also giving you the encouragement and the enlightenment to be able to cast off the mortal thoughts and the burdens of men, you know, which is our weak nature.
That's right.
Which is where we fall short at, you know, in this flesh. You know, the concerns of the things of the here and the now, you know, in the flesh. You know, instead of the thoughts of the things that's in the heavens. You know, giving you an insight like, hey, because even Yahweh Shai said, he said, you know, worry not about, you know, clothes and food, things of that sort, man.
That's going to having that faith, keeping the faith. That's why he said, let go from the mortal thoughts. You know, like what you was going into, talking about the things, you know what I'm saying, that's the what you call it, the carnal things, the carnal necessities, or the carnal things in your mind. Let that stuff go, man. Cast away the burdens of man. Hey, cast that all away, man. We got to put that on Yahweh Shai. He got us. That's right. You got to have that faith. Put off now the weak nature. And because that weak nature, what does it do? It causes you to start leaning towards your own understanding and trying to do things on your own. Yep. And that's when you err. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And go off. You know what I'm saying? Instead of taking counsel with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You got to take counsel. That's why he says, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all things will be added unto you. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Everything will be added on you if you seek the kingdom of heaven, man. The counsel of the kingdom of heaven. You know, you pray on it, and the Lord, you know, he going to order your footsteps on where to go to get the counsel. You might run into like an elder, and you can talk to that elder about it, and he can give you wise counsel on it. That's right. You know, or hey, a brother might just read a precept, And then it might just come to you like, oh man, the water Yahweh I was shy.
Right, wake you right on up out that slumber.
Yep, the water,
And
Lord.
give you enlightenment and encouragement.
That's right, man. You know, and then you get up out of that, man. And then you'll know exactly what to do. But you got to seek the kingdom of heaven first, man. On all these matters, let that weak nature go. That's why I said, make haste. Don't make haste in a time of trouble. You start making haste in a time of trouble, that's when you start making terrible mistakes, making terrible decisions. You know what I'm saying? Doing the wrong damn things, man. You need to settle down in your spirit. Pray. Pray to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Pray.
It's going more into it.
Yep.
Verse 15. And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times.
God.
For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. So the Lord was giving him the insight. Like, hey, look, I know you think it's bad now, but it's gonna get worse.
God.
And in that day, man, we're speaking about Jacob's trouble, man.
Yep.
Jacob's trouble is on the horizon, man. And there's a lot of people, you know, that's not paying attention, or they don't recognize it because it's not happening to them directly. That's why, you know, it's gonna be a sudden thing when it happening to them, you know,
Because they're not being watchful. They're not into this word, listening to the warning. You know, they submerged in their flesh, and things in this world got them bound. You know. They're not being trained up in the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua to prepare for the times that's coming, man.
Right. They were struggling to try to get that degree.
Yep.
And then next thing you know, right when they thought they was going to have graduation, the next day, everything collapsed. You work hard to try to get to that point.
Yep.
Now everything is done for, man. The system that you once believed in is fucking over with.
Right, yep. You did all that in vain.
For nothing.
The vainglory that you had on this side.
Come.
You know, everybody speaking well of you. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, you know, he got his doctrine degree. He makes 6 figures. He doing well for himself. Which is nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But it's wrong with it when you put all your focus and energy into that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Well, that's where your mind is. You know, on your achievements and in this
Your
life.
carnal gain.
Your carnal life, your carnal gain. Yep, that's your world. That's your heaven that you made. You know, some others may make it in another way, drugs or whatever, and still get be well spoken of. You know, that's why the Lord said, "Woe unto them that are well spoken of." You know.
In a wicked world.
In a wicked world. Hey, they got their consolation, man. This is your heaven. Hey, go ahead. Live it up, man.
Of course the wicked is going to uplift the wicked, man.
Yeah, hey, they sell out, man, still. Even the lower, the jakes on the lower vibration of the wicked. It's all a low vibration, but I mean, like at the lowest, like just your average everyday Joe, you know what I'm saying, that's influenced, you know what I'm saying, by these wicked elites. And these wicked entertainers, you know. Hey, Jake gone, man. This is their heaven, you know. Hey, they sold out too, even though they didn't sell their soul. Like, hey, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? I'll take I bow down to Satan, because that's what those wicked elites did. I mean, entertainers has done.
Yep.
They bow down to Satan.
The boule,
all of that. For that glamorous life, you know, and dumb jakes are following it, and not even realizing it, you know. And here it is, the Lord is giving you a way out, you know what I'm saying, from that. Don't listen to that, man. You know, hey, you supposed to be listening to the warning that the Lord is giving. He's blowing the trumpet in Zion, you know what I'm saying. He's blowing that trumpet pretty soon, and you're gonna hear that last trump that's coming really soon, man. That last trump, and that's gonna be it. It's gonna be curtains, man. Judgment, man.
Man, that's why it's hurtful, man. Cause you gonna gain all that just to lose it.
Just to lose it, man. That's them holding on to their own life.
Yep.
You know, and just to lose it, it's going up in smoke. You know, and you could have gained it You know what I'm saying? In the kingdom of heaven forever.
You could have had that insurance policy.
That's it. The eternal, everlasting life.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And then some. You thought the riches of the world was something. This ain't nothing compared to what we're gonna get in the kingdom of heaven.
That heavily insurance policy. You
Man.
lost it here, but then your agent hop on the line, which is your angel and your Howard Shy. Hey, like, oh, okay, yeah, you got an insurance claim of $1 million and bajillion dollars. Yeah, go ahead, give him his insurance. He been putting his stocks into that, man.
He been putting it up.
He been paying his fee, paying his debt.
That's it.
Now you just lost something that was nothing, like a raggedy broke down vehicle, and you pulling off in the goddamn Bugatti. Well, in the kingdom, a spaceship now.
That's it, man. And and it's
got a spaceship.
And the crazy thing about it is, the things on this side ain't nothing. They're just temporal things, man. Even American dollar is nothing. It's really toilet paper. At the end of the day, it really is losing its value. That's why we shouldn't be putting our faith into none of this stuff. Man. We should never store our treasures here, man.
That's right.
We should be storing our treasures in the kingdom of heaven, man.
That's right.
That's going to be the riches that last forever and ever and ever. It will never depreciate. You know what I'm saying? In the kingdom. Never. But here, this money is done. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 2. That's right. He says, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. So we must endure all hardness, man. Everything that we going through, man. As a good soldier of the Lord, man. We are soldiers of the Lord, man. And hey, the Lord is going to equip you whatever you need, man, to endure in this fight. That's right. He's the giver of our armor. He's going to give us the armor, the proper armor, man, to put on. You know what I'm saying? Which is this word, this wisdom and knowledge, man. Like the scriptures say, wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of our times, man.
That's right.
That's what's going to help us to get through this, man. We're going to be able to endure all this hardness because of that armor, man. And he's going to give you the right weapons to fight with, man. Which is this word. All of it is. It's going to be our guide. Okay?
That's right.
He says, no man that warreth entangle himself with the affairs of this world, this life. No man of war, man, is going to entangle himself with the affairs of this life. We don't have time to be getting caught up in this madness here, man. I skipped the verse.
You skipped the
Which one?
You skipped the second and third verse.
Oh, Salakia. Okay. I did read the third verse. I did. So let me. Okay. Well, then let me start at the top again. Salakia, at the water, brother. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 1. He says, thou therefore, my son, be strong. Be strong in the grace that is in Hamashiach Yahushai. Hey man, look, man, be strong in that grace. Let's not take it for granted. You know what I'm saying? Let's take this grace and let's get built up, man, and strengthen up through the spirit and power of Yahushai, man. Let's not take it for granted. Let's get our shit together, man.
Get your houses in order.
That's right, man.
Yep. That's
why he said be strong in the grace. Basically, we're supposed to be being occupied in our time in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's spare time, man. You have outside of work or whatever. Amen. Get built up in the spirit more. Verse 2. He says, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also. Amen. Let us all teach the same things, brothers. And let us be in a good example, too, to the younger men that's in his faith. Let us walk in the spirit of the Lord and brotherly love and kindness, man. And not even outside of the brotherhood, like in our regular lives, man. We got to move a certain kind of way. We're separate from the world. The Lord called us up out the world, man. The world is dead. But he's quickened us with his Holy Spirit. So we must keep that in our mind.
And he got us calling out to our brothers, man.
Yep.
Calling out to like-minded men in the spirit so that we can all, be accountable for one another.
That's right.
That's because that's what the Lord is doing, man. He's making us all accountable for one another. So you can't look at a brother and say, oh, if he fall out, that's on him. I mean, to some degree, but some degree that's on you too. You know what I'm saying? To some degree, on your conduct as being a brother.
I mean,
was you helping him when you saw that the brother was getting weak in the faith? Did you consider that the brother might have needed a boost in the spirit? Or did you just leave him to dry out and die? Hey, the Lord he's giving us these books, these love letters, man, to make sure that we stay strong in the faith. He wants us to do the same with one another, man.
That's right.
That's why he said in that day, he said, encourage you one another, with these words. Because he knew that we was going to be facing life and death situations. And he wanted us to be able to say, hey, man, this is not the end, bro. You die right now for the Lord, you're going to gain the crown.
Encourage each other.
Yeah.
With these words of comfort. That's right, brother. He said, are you finished, brother?
Yes.
This verse 3. He says, thou therefore endure hardness. And we went over this. We got to endure that hardness, man. Anything that's hard that's going to come to you, man, hey, man, endure it, man. Get over the hump. You know what I'm saying? Overcome whatever obstacle, that's coming. That's why you got to prepare yourself for these things, man. He said, as a good soldier of Yahushua HaMashiach, as a good soldier, man, of Yahushua HaMashiach, man, we are good soldiers, man, of the Lord. Because we going to endure those things, man, that's coming our way, man. Whatever it is, man, if you fall, man, get back up, man, and keep moving forward. Don't just sit and wallow around in it. Shake it off and keep going. He says, no man that warreth entangle himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier.
Whew, that's heavy.
That's right, man.
That's heavy.
Because, hey, we all warring. We warring against the flesh in this world, man. Mm-hmm. That's our fight. That's the good fight of faith. We're fighting in our minds, man, in our spirit, man. And what the Lord gave us, we utilize, to endure this fight, man, so that we can make it into the end.
What did he say? Because he said that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier.
That's right.
We trying to please Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Hey, they chose you to be a soldier. That's an honor. That's a high honor to be a soldier in the army of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man.
That's right. And this is the key part right here. This is verse 5. He said, and if a man also strive for masteries, yet is he not crowned? Yet is he not crowned? He said, except he strive lawfully. So, hey, man, it's one thing to know all the scriptures and all the precepts, man. That's beautiful. It's good to know all of that, man. And you're supposed to utilize those things righteously, lawfully, applying them to your life. You know what I'm saying? So that you can please the Heavenly Father. Knowing is good, but also doing is better. That's right. With that, if you got anything else?
Hey, that man fight the good fight of faith.
That's it, man. Shalom, brothers. All praises and glory and honor to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem,
Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and our elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to all you beautiful brothers out here pushing this truth into the sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.